Hello, art friends. Welcome back. I'm happy to be here with you today, and I thought on this Friday we could maybe doodle together. So I'm not going to try to teach you something new. I'm just going to remind you of something that most of you like to do and are very good at doing, and just kind of encourage you to get your doodle on. So today I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I like to doodle and just a few little tips to get you started, and then I can't wait to see what you come up with. When you do make a doodle, or maybe you're going to make the undersea collage that we did yesterday, please send it to me at eichhorstc@mtcps.org. That's eichhorstc@mtcps.org, and I will post it so everyone else can enjoy it as well. And remember, it doesn't have to be amazing or a masterpiece, just for fun, just to kind of get everybody creating and thinking. So let's get started. All right, so I was thinking about yesterday's video, and it reminded me that I didn't post the books that I recommended to go with it. Only One You, and actually Linda Krantz has another book, and I can't think of it now. Anyway, I did post them though. So go back and check out the demos page, and you'll see the books that go along with the collage I was thinking of. And actually I was doodling this morning and created a little fish very similar to the ones in her book. So maybe you want to doodle that. That would be great. I think it's good to start your doodle with something that you already like drawing, know how to draw, or feel confident drawing. So for me, the fish was one way to start, because I was already thinking about fish from yesterday. Then I decided to do a sunflower, because I super love sunflowers. I can't wait for summer so that I can plant the seeds and watch them grow taller than me. And I love how their face just turns toward the sun wherever it is, and how the birds and all the other creatures like the seeds. So I love sunflowers. So as you can see, I started a sunflower. Now when I doodle, I like to start on the edge of the page. If you don't have paper or a Sharpie, you can grab an envelope that your mom or dad does not need. Make sure you ask permission first. And you could doodle right on an envelope. This was a Home Depot one, and it doesn't really matter, but it looks pretty, and once I color it, it's gonna look great. So I start with something that I like, and I like sunflowers. So I have my paper, I have a little bit of newspaper underneath so I don't wreck the table. You can use a pencil, colored pencil. Pens work great, markers work great too. I don't recommend crayons except for the coloring, because they don't glide across the paper as well. But if that's all you have, that's great too. So I like to start my doodles at the side of the page and just kind of let them grow, instead of in the middle and have to work all the way around. So I put the circle for my sunflower here in the middle, and we're going to be using a lot of the elements of art that you already learned this year. Some of our favorite ones are line and shape. So we're going to use line and shape, and at the very end we can add some color if we have time. And I'm not going to try to doodle this whole doodle for you because it would take forever, but I hope that you have some pencils, paper, and are doodling along with me. If you need to, pause the video, get that stuff, and then join me. So I have my quiet, calm music on, and I'm just repeating my lines. I'm going to do a lot of repetition. The other thing I like to do is turn my paper so that I get a better angle on some of these shapes so they match. So yeah, I'm just going to be doodling with you for a few minutes, and then I'll let you go. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. I really do hope you visit my website, which is Glitter and Glue with Mrs. Eichhorst.com, and you can find that easily if you go to the Mount Clemens Community Public Schools webpage and go off to the side where there's all kinds of information for parents and students for learning during this time that we're away. Just to kind of keep us all fresh and thinking, keep our minds creating. My webpage is right there with Mrs. Vokes. Mr. Scout, I hope you're visiting his page too. Miss Q, she put a super fun video on, I think yesterday, with an egg and some vinegar. You gotta see what happens. Like at the end of the video, I was so surprised that I actually jumped a little bit and I giggled. So thanks, Miss Q. I loved that video and I can't wait to see what she posts next. Miss Vokes has really good videos too, and I think Miss Gail's working on her website too, so I can't wait to see. So whatever you do in one spot, go all the way around your doodle with those repeating lines. Now I'm going to keep going out for now. Sometimes I like to add more detail on the inside, but for now I'm not going to. I see this space right here, and I think it kind of reminds me of the bottom edge of a heart. So see, I'm going to add my heart right there. And because I did it there, now I have to do it at the next spot too. So I'm going to go all the way around my paper, and in these little corners, I'm going to add a heart. And even if I run out of space, I'm going to go off the page. I think that looks pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to add this heart. And I'm making mine pretty big. Usually when I doodle, I go a lot smaller because, yeah, it's kind of hard to doodle big. But since I have you guys watching, I'm going to doodle big today so you can kind of see what I'm doing, because I think that would be really tricky for you to see what I'm up to. All right, so little doodles. All right, so whatever I do, I go all the way around. And now I think I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna connect the hearts, but I'm gonna connect them in the middle. So I'm gonna go from this one to this one, from this one like a rainbow to this one to this one, this one to this one, and so on all the way around my doodle, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And now I left a lot of space in between these, so I think I'm going to add some circles. Remember I said we're going to do shapes and lines mainly, and lots of patterns because I'm repeating the same shape. Whatever I do in this curve, I'm going to do in this curve, and so on. It makes it a lot more fun to color too when you have a lot of little shapes. So I wonder what you guys are doing. Are you playing games? Are you going for little walks? I know Miss Kroll and Xander are going for lots of walks. They live kind of near me. I haven't seen them out on a walk yet, but maybe I will one of these days. All right. I know Mr. Scout has been running like crazy. He told me the other day he ran 13 miles. That's half a marathon. That's a long way. I haven't seen him either. I know he lives by me too. So I made those little circles, so I repeated those. Now I'm going to go back to the hearts, and I think inside the heart I'm going to make a smaller heart. So again, just doodling whatever comes to mind, just to use up that space a little bit and give me more places to add color. And again, it's very repetitious. You just keep on repeating the same shapes. And they're not perfect. If you really look at mine, there's nothing perfect, but that's okay. It's super fun and it's very relaxing. I'm going to make another little curve, another little rainbow here next to my dots, because I think that will look nice. So sometimes you're working on one thing and you say, oh, I think I want to add something here. Then you go to the next thing and the next. This doodle just kind of evolves and grows as you're working. And I think it gets prettier as you go too, and more interesting. So there we have it. So far, so good. So next I might Maybe I'll add a little diamond in here because I feel like there's a spot right there. Do you see that? So I'm going to add a little diamond at the top of my little petals here. In each one. Again, shapes, lines, repetition, over and over and over. And the most fun part, I think, is the coloring, right? You could even give it to your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, whoever lives with you, aunt or uncle, older brother and sister, and let them color it. A lot of adults really like these kind of things to color. It's relaxing for them, and they probably need a little relaxing. With you guys home all day long, they've had to really adjust their schedules just like you have. And this might give them a little time to be calm. So see if somebody else would like to color it for you. That's just one idea. All right. So there we have it. A little doodle with Mrs. Eichhorst. I don't know what to do with these back here. I feel like they shouldn't be the same. Maybe I will just add a couple more of the same line because that makes it more fun to color. And I'll finish this off video so you don't have to sit and watch me doodle. And then I'll post it next time, okay? So I hope you do the same. Like the video, share the video, see how many friends from Seminole or Anton friends, hello to you too, that you can share it with. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. Happy to see you again, and I miss you, know that I do, and we all can't wait to be together again soon. All right, take care of your family, love your brothers and sisters for me, and I'll be back again soon. Bye-bye.